I'm gonna start with the clerk.
Alright, I have minutes first.
I'd like to ask for a motion to okay the minutes for March 2nd.
Yes, I
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And Lori's not calling in, right?
Lori's not coming tonight. She is ill. We're gonna go ahead and look at the APVs. Gonna ask for a motion, go ahead and pay the bills of $128,944.32.
make that motion.
I second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Alright. Here is DLZ, it's the progress report 22, so this is DLZ's invoice.
Okay.
So that's the first one.
This one's for $16,925.
Yes.
We wanna go ahead and pay for it, or are we just taking in the, yeah, but the.
It has to be approved, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask for a motion, go ahead and approve this bill for $16,925 for the water tower.
I make that motion.
I second.
Aye.
And it's already paid for, but it's.
Yeah, it's
just
already there,
gotta-
we just
Yeah,
have to disperse
it's gotta
it.
be approved.
This is all I got on mine, right? I've looked at all.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Alright, DLZ progress report number 23. That's another invoice for DLZ. And then I'll have Phoenix after that.
that's 23. Payment request number 23 for $30,440 for the water tower.
I make that.
A second.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Move along now.
This is payment app number 21,
Okay.
and this is the Phoenix one that goes to SRF,
Okay.
so. That was the one that we couldn't do last time because
Oh,
they had
yes.
to fix some things on it.
Okay, so this is to Phoenix. This is the contract application payment number 21 for $148,989. I need a motion to go ahead and pay the bill.
I'll make that motion.
A second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Alright, the
One more.
last one is pay app number 22, which is another Phoenix.
Okay, so this is payment number 22 to Phoenix, contractor application payment number 22 for $47,500.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second, all those in favor? Okay, that was painful. Do we have anything else through the clerk?
No.
No. I'll go ahead and go to Joe.
Okay, first thing, I got our quotes back for the roof on the maintenance garage, which Doyle Roofing this is gonna be for a metal roof over the shingles. They were $13,273.28. A&M came in at $17,764, and Moreno Roofing came in right at $17,000. And Doyle also included new gutters and downspouts which is included on that 13, and the others did not.
Wow.
So
Well, that's a no-brainer.
That's what I figured, so I sent the paperwork in to get on their schedule.
Okay,
The next thing, and Andy's gonna be here, it's a tire shop right now, so he'll kind of fill you in a little more on this, cause I don't wanna butcher it, it's something with the SRF. But basically, we were approved for our projects, the extra projects to the SRF, got the paperwork back. So that just all I'm doing is bringing up, they ordered all of our parts for the filter plant to start putting the valves and stuff in. So nothing is scheduled yet. They're still waiting on the parts and everything. But when we go to do this, it'll be probably, I'm gonna say probably 2 weeks that we will not have any fire hydrants in town. They will not be able to be used. So, because our filter plant will be down and we will just be going off of the water that is in the tower, and it's just gonna be for a couple days, enough to get some progress done on the plant, put the plant back online, fill the tower up, and then it's back offline until
okay.
all of this is done,
You've
so.
heard that, no,
So
no.
start-
On those extra projects.
Don't know yet.
We don't know yet, but
I
we will
will
let
get
you
those
know.
dates.
So we don't
Tell
know.
Andy I need numbers.
And what's good to know is you can pull from the lake if you
I
have
need
to,
the
like if
amount
there's
of the
something major,
SRF
but.
bond that was
Right,
with you.
he
So
would
what's
easy,
left
but, yeah.
He should have that
of all of
information
the-
tonight.
Okay,
He should be on his way, so hopefully he gets out of the,
like, I gotta put the resolution for them to approve together so that they're allowed on their end to use that money.
so yes, when I get a date,
We'll just
but
let.
they will let us know. It's not gonna be, hey, we're here to do it. They will give us
Okay,
at least a week or 2 weeks
okay.
prior notice that I will. So we did start filling the water tower April 1st.
I heard that.
So we're still a few weeks, we got a couple issues that we got worked out. We ran into another one today that they're
Okay.
supposed to be back. So it's probably, I would say we're just a little over 2/3 full.
Okay.
So we still have to overflow the tower, and then it's gotta set for 24 hours, back T samples, so,
Okay.
but we've gotta get these issues done before we get to
Correct.
that point.
Okay,
So we're still probably looking at a couple weeks anyway before, that is able to be put online.
got it.
And then we should run a couple weeks where they're probably looking at if everything goes good, probably the end of April,
Early
maybe into May,
To take the
to
other,
take the old tower down.
okay,
So, so basically, this kind of goes with the tower here also. We were talking about the liquidated damages.
Yeah.
Of them not having everything done,
mhm,
by the end of November.
mhm.
So, DLZ put in, we talked, they put a thing together, and basically, what Phoenix is gonna do is they are going to, redo all of this will be during the valving this is no cost to the town. This is what we've negotiated with them. So they are replacing all the filter media and everything in our filters, which is, $43,000.
Mhm.
And then they are going to redo our SCADA system from our lift stations to match our filter plant. So those will be updated to that, and that is a cost of just a little over 14,000. So we're getting about $60,000 worth. Yeah, it's not the whole thing, but like Andy kind of explained, he goes, you're not gonna get that full amount. And by the time it's turned over to their lawyers, they're gonna eat away at that cost, and with DLZ's costs and everything, it's just gonna bring that number down,
Right.
so we felt that, they made one offer and, DLZ did not accept it, we added more onto it and they accepted what we did, so that is kind of,
Okay,
we got to accept, the letter from them for acceptance of it,
okay,
so.
okay,
And this
Thank you.
piece of it does not need the extra approval from you guys unless, as long as you approve the arrangement, that's
Right.
not so,
Correct.
because there's no extra money going into it.
Okay,
So
good to know. It's good to see a light at the end of the tunnel.
we're getting there, we're getting there.
It's been a long project.
So that is all I have.
That's all? Okay, then we'll go to Patrick.
Okay. So our activity for the month of March 2026, we had a total of 189 calls for service. Of that, had 12 assists to St. Joseph County Police, suspicious vehicle Osborne Road, crash at 31 and New, a domestic on Osborne Road, suspicious person New Road, crash at 931 in Madison, death investigation on Lucinda, domestic battery, Clearwater Trailer Park, medical assist on Detroit Street, crash on State Road 4, a fight in progress on 331, a disturbance on Roosevelt, and then an assault on Lilac Road. And we had 3 assists to the North Liberty Police Department. One was a domestic on Rupel Street, a medical assist on Market Street, and then a domestic on Meadow Drive at the Meadows Apartments. 15 total reports for the month. 4 driving while suspended, 1 battery, 1 domestic battery, 1 driving under license, 1 criminal information, 1 assisting outside agency, 1 child exploitation, 1 operating without insurance as a habitual, non-criminal information, 1 theft, and possession of paraphernalia. Of that, had 8 arrests, 4 driving while suspended, 1 battery, domestic battery, driving under license, and then possession of paraphernalia. Wrote a total of 26 tickets for the month. We did have this last weekend, the Easter at the Park event at Newton Park. Had a great turnout. They kind of didn't know how it was going to go because of with the weather. But they actually, it's one of the largest turnouts that they had. They were estimating probably around 1,500 people, their total. We ran out of crafts at our booth. Newton Park we're starting to run out of things as well. So it was really
That's
good.
positive.
Yes,
That's great.
so it turned out really good. They, Cindy from Newton Park modified it kind of the last couple days beforehand with the weather. And they had to move the eggs inside, and so they had the kids spin a wheel for the eggs, and then that would, how many they would get. So it still ended up, even with the weather, working out pretty good.
I was like an Easter egg hunt
Yeah.
inside that little building.
I can't imagine that.
And then 2 other things, just kind of little updates, have been in conversation with Abraham from Reliable Roofing for the coffee shop.
Yeah.
They are planning on opening up the 2nd week of May.
Okay.
So that's, they're just about finished on the inside.
That's a software,
right now.
right?
They're going to towards the end of that week, so it should be definitely by Memorial Day, be open. So they got all their equipment ordered now. Once that's get in, they can start kind of doing some training with their employees. They want to get it in 2 weeks worth of training done. And then the other thing, did get dumpsters ordered for garage sale days through Beer and Sleigh Ball again. They'll be here on that Friday morning, and they'll pick up on Tuesday tentatively.
Wait, where?
May, so it'll be Friday, May 15th.
Okay.
Friday morning, they'll drop off. And then they'll pick up on Tuesday, the 18th, tentatively. If we need more time with them, we can.
Okay.
That's what we kind of did last year, and they only went up $500, so.
Where are you putting them?
Same location as before, yeah, right next there with the
And
fire
got 2 of
station and the parking lot, and two 40-yard dumpsters again.
Okay. Good. So then it is official, our townwide yard sale is May 16th with the town cleanup. So we have dumpsters coming for that. Let's see. Where are we next? RDC, are you done?
Yeah.
Sorry. RDC?
Do we have to compensate the owners in the parking lot for anything like that, or they never?
We had them before, yeah.
That's good. But I noticed somebody was asking online where they're gonna be put.
Yeah, we'll do them the same place in that way because in the cameras over there as well, so.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot easier to see things than at the other
Yeah.
Yeah,
area.
and people can just drive through, it makes it a lot easier as well.
What size are the batteries?
40-yard, yeah, so same as last year.
They'll get filled too.
They got,
Really quickly.
yeah,
Last year,
It
were they
didn't, we
both?
still
I don't
have-
think so.
it almost filled, but not quite, yeah.
Not like it was
Not
before
this,
though.
no, the year before, they were too small, the ones that were.
small, yeah.
Okay, we did have a meeting last month and we did all the things we were supposed to do for the year for the, state. We always have to have the have to invite the overlapping units and all that kind of stuff, so that got accomplished. And we met with the architect again. Wayne remembers the meetings happening. And, there's always a few little things we need to tweak and we thought we had it all down pat. And he still had something wrong last time, so we don't have a
The blue
final
barn.
picture yet. Yeah, the blue barn I'm talking about. And so, we're hoping to just get some quotes, see where we're at with money, and I think I'm going to approach, visit South Bend to, Phil Shalio said that they have some money that they might be able to share with us to help turn it around.
That'd be great.
So we got our fingers crossed and hopefully we get a final copy of what the floor plan and everything's gonna be and go from there. But basically, and we did vote to give another one of the business owners some money to upgrade their building front too, so. I was rereading the notes here, and the last time I brought up about the Beeman's old building, and, Lori made a comment about not picking pointing out one person, but
We have to.
how else do we get it fixed if we don't? I mean, that's basically what we're doing, you gotta point out those things or.
I would like at least a letter,
Mhm.
kind of nudging him, if we could
Sure.
do that, if you could do that,
I
like,
can do
and let me know,
Yes.
and send me the copy of it.
Mhm.
Because I think it's nice out again, it's been 2 years.
Mhm.
We need to start nudging him, I realize, but, cause I don't really wanna argue over it, I just want him to know we really need this done.
No, especially when the town's offering the assistance to.
Just let him know we had a lot of complaints about that building, that might be helpful.
So,
Yeah, I think that we have, a few that are trying, a few down there that are trying to get some things going in their buildings, and that's holding us back, and it looks atrocious.
There is another new business. I don't know we don't know what it is
It
yet.
looks like where,
Art gallery?
Shelley Lane's was, it looks like an art gallery is coming in there.
So
but
I was gonna
that's
ask,
what it
people have been
looks
asking
like.
me, and I'm like, I don't know.
I got a phone call today, and I'm like, I don't know.
I mean,
There's some sculptures in there and there's painting, so it's all set up, so it looks like somebody's, at least it's getting rented again there for Shelley Lane's, which
That's
is good.
good, that's good. Yeah.
I think somebody rented that garage
Hardy's,
that
yeah,
they
Hardy's,
used
the
to.
Hardy's Body Shop is rented out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mike did tell me that.
Cause they were in there doing body work again.
So the same type of business then,
Yeah,
mm,
same thing.
but, and we do not have an AED yet, I have totally.
Oh, I got,
forgotten.
that reminded me, I got, so was waiting, they had to upload our tax exempt form, but getting a battery for, we have an extra AD through the department, so
Oh,
we'll put
okay.
it, we'll just have to get the case through Amazon, which,
Okay.
for it, and we can get that in, but yeah,
Okay, good.
yep.
All right, good, yeah, cause until I read the notes, I went, oh, yeah, shoot, so, okay, good. I think that's all I have.
that's all, easy. Anything to report, other than your
but
interesting episode last week?
yes, we installed a sock down by the hill that we planted grass in.
Uh-huh,
There's a lot of it washed out from the 5 to 6 inches of rain we had.
okay,
And we were gonna get it this weekend too. So we installed, that's gonna cost us a little bit of money right there. Cleaned up the dirt, we're gonna build some picnic tables down there. So that's the next thing, and we need to start mowing the grass down there. And then the park,
mhm.
benches are falling apart, they're all broken up.
Yeah, we got some damage going on over the park.
So we'll try to put that on our schedule, so we get somebody to fix them up, and
Yeah, I replaced the other ones last year by the,
then once it's
Like
broken all
basketball,
that.
right?
yeah,
And then we need the power washer to clean the playground equipment. I mean, it's not our job, but we'll do it.
Maybe someday that'll be my next thing,
We
is
need a
just being
park
Parks Department.
Yeah. But we need a power wash.
He said
That's my retirement job, is being the Parks Department.
You gotta have more than one of you.
I'm going to be
I know.
serious here. He says we, but he is not supposed to do any of that kind of stuff for 3 months.
Yes.
And he knows it. So I don't know.
He's not gonna
So,
listen.
any of
Yeah, I
you-
know.
Any of you that don't know, Dennis had an emergency pacemaker put in on
Oh,
Friday.
no.
Yes. And he's
Surprise.
not driving.
Surprise.
Not supposed to be doing any of that kind of stuff.
My uncle had the same thing like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Just went for a checkup and took him about 10
He
seconds.
said you're not going home.
He said, you ain't going nowhere. He said, you can go home if you want to, you're probably gonna die.
It was quite a long
So,
weekend,
you
and then it
know,
was Easter. So it's kind of a long 4 or 5
He wasn't
days.
working very well, but he's got one.
And I had a hard time finding it.
Also about the park, Dan Cassad put the basketball hoops up,
So,
so.
Yeah.
Well,
we've been using
that
it.
was gonna be my question. Who do we get to do that stuff? If, you know, cause it really shouldn't fall on the EDC, but they're willing to
Yeah.
help, but.
we'll pay for it. It's not that
It should
much.
be the Parks Department that we
Yeah.
can.
We don't have anybody that.
We've tried, nobody
You got
wants to
somebody
pay.
here?
I
Right here.
truthfully blame it on the amount of rentals that we had. When you have more rentals, you have less volunteering. It just happens to be the way that it is. And, you know, maybe someday it will change. And I'm highly frustrated because I would like to update all the parks planning and all of that stuff to be able to get grants for us to do things, to fix up the park and get new things.
Unfortunately, you
But
don't have a park board to approve the plan.
If you don't have the park board, you have to have the park board.
Yeah.
So
We
it's,
should have a comprehensive plan. I think it's been, what, 10 years or more?
Oh, probably longer than that.
Judy Clay was in
Shirley
it.
made the first one, I think.
Yeah, well, Judy Clay was with the one.
It's in there somewhere.
she'll get back to me in about 10 years, because I'll probably be working on that. That's probably my next project.
It wouldn't take much to
That's,
update one Shirley made.
that's kind of all I got, except for trying to do something with this building that's falling down.
Yeah.
And
Is,
then we also got,
go ahead.
we need to install those bicycle equipment.
Oh, moving back in front of the fire
Back
station.
where they're supposed to be, and right in front of the, by the way.
It's actually a safe place to have
They took it
kids.
out. and did
Mhm.
that,
Rent knee box.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, gosh, getting out of that.
Well, there's, I think there's a pump for a bicycle,
Pump and bicycle.
bike rack type thing. They're decorating for us, pretty nice stickers and stuff, so.
On the side?
They're on the side.
Yeah, where that, right in front of the fire station where there's kind of a bump out into the, into the greenscapes. When they did the
Barns and
streetscape.
Is there any update on the Joshua Tree building or anything like that?
I've heard nothing.
She did pay her water bill last time.
Really?
So she's around, I don't know how to get ahold of her though.
She lives in Tyner.
No.
No, it's like they're sitting on everything, and we're trying to figure out how to.
Set fire underneath her.
Yeah, I've contacted her sister. I knew her sister really closely when we were young, and then, but there's some family. She's basically here, one's in Arizona, so there's like a lot of, the one in Arizona is like, there's not much I can do, you know, in general, because I'm out there, but the other one is not moving very quickly on what to do with the building. And I did share with them that the disrepair is starting on the building. I did share with them there were people parking in their parking lot, you know, things like that. If you would at least let the guy know he shouldn't be doing that before it comes to us, like doing something, because we did ask a man over at Sarge's old place not to be doing a business out of his home. And it's no different to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you could please light a fire at him to get rid of those.
Okay.
It's the
Yeah,
same
under
thing.
zoning, yeah.
He's doing the same thing that the guy in the blue house did.
Mhm.
Where he was working out of his house and then putting all those vehicles or however, or work vehicles or parts vehicles or all of that. So I'm kind of concerned about that. It's already out of control and I don't know if it's gonna get much better, so. Have we heard anything about the people while we're talking about that stuff, with the second house, like behind this other, the old greenhouse?
Mhm.
Are they gonna start this
land
summer? for any-
transaction?
Yeah, they have,
I see they have the house listed for sale.
That piece of property is still kind of messy
yeah, cause
too.
they changed all the zoning, everything's been,
Everything's been changed.
yeah, the last time I talked to, Chris, cause he was inquiring again on getting the permit started, and I told him I still needed the, site plan before I could approve anything there, and then I hadn't heard from him again, that was probably 2 months ago. Probably,
What
Yeah.
property is that?
where the greenhouse is, cause they
Yeah,
subdivided the
yeah.
lot, yeah. Cause the back half there is where the original.
They still have
used to
somebody
be.
living there?
Is he still gonna build on the backside of that?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, yeah, cause they subdivided it and then,
I tried, somebody asked me about renting there, and I tried to contact Cameron and he didn't respond, so I don't.
It seems like Brian's kind of the one.
yeah,
that-
Brian is the,
He's the one that comes in and pays their, sends the money for the bills and, but it looks like they're trying to sell it, so I have no idea.
Oh, by the way, we met with Bill Shadow a week or so ago and had some discussions and stuff, and wanted to know how it was going, and he hadn't been here for a while. So we're really interested in looking into, maybe starting a new section of houses or duplexes or something south of Morningside. The last two properties,
Single family home,
are done, sold,
medium price.
so.
Affordable housing.
Yeah,
Yeah, affordable.
well, I don't know if that's such a thing
Well, I
anymore.
mean,
Middle income houses.
a little more than
Call it
the
middle
$400,000,
income.
$500,000 homes, you know.
So
Not
there's
everyone
some-
can afford.
Some things we talk about, we can't talk about right now, but, some interesting things.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Close it.
I'm like a typical woman.
You don't have a remote control.
You gonna zap that thing you just got put in?
No, we have put some grinders in out there for the last two properties.
yeah, that's the last
How's
thing
that-
they are,
How's that gonna work?
they're putting in two, I mean, they're just residential, grinder pumps.
Irish Realty and.
Yeah.
And the owner, between those two?
Oh, Irish doesn't own it, Alan Edwin owns all of them, they had purchased everything through Pat Matthews, yeah. Yeah,
So they're the ones responsible for the.
so they're the ones they would, yeah, so they're,
Grinders, whatever they are.
no, the laterals are there going too, but they'll have to,
They'll have to run a grinder, and it's just a chase line to get up to
But,
us.
Yeah.
but that
But they
wasn't
are on
anything,
the-
no, EDC agreed to put
Well,
in.
that's what-
No,
we
they're
have it.
labeled right on the front that those two
Right.
lots need.
Okay, good, because he kept talking about having to help with that, and I went, I don't think that's
no,
what you
that's what
agreed
we'd
to.
agreed, but we'd agreed to help them with that to get those two lots sold. Cause I think they're at a cost of almost 17,000 apiece, and we're helping them with only 10,000 total. Cause that's been in our budget for,
Yeah, so how they spend that 10,000.
correct, then it'll be all for reimbursement, they have to,
Yeah, cause on our budget,
cause we kept rolling
10,000
over
in, yeah.
to help out with repairs out there, so. So that helps them a little bit to finally get those last two, and they did get them sold, so.
That's good.
All right, is there anything else? No?
That's enough.
Yeah, it is. Andy, do you have anything you wanna share with us while you're here? We've moved on. He did.
He mentioned
He
this.
did. He's like,
I mentioned a
what?
little bit on the SRF, but that's your wheelhouse, not mine.
Okay,
I don't want to speak.
neither do I. So, the good news is that the projects are under budget
Mhm.
and, to tune of about 900,000.
Mhm.
So contingency wasn't needed. So we've worked with SRF and got approval to continue to do a couple other projects that are needed, but just, we didn't think there was funding available. You know, we create a laundry list of projects that are needed, and then you take the top priorities, and that's what we went and got the financing for. Now, since we did need some of the contingency, now we can pick off those other ones, so.
Mhm.
I will need you to send me all of those with those numbers.
Absolutely. I'm doing a little neater job than that too.
Either way works, I just need the numbers.
So, we've got the approval, it'll replace some old mains within the town, especially some of them that are too small, some old, services, replace some old hydrants that you can't really get parts for. And then, did you mention the filter replacement and that stuff?
Yeah, I did the filter
Yeah.
media and the scaling, yes,
So things are coming along, and, it's, just wrapping up that project and looking at some others. Again, 0% financing on that loan. So, you always have the option, of not doing those projects, but it's not gonna get any cheaper than it is right now with 0% financing.
Right.
Well, now you don't have anything to do, we can start in the water park.
I'm not sure they will fund
Unfortunately,
that.
I don't think that would be considered to be similar enough
Well, you're just a lawyer, you can talk.
We may need you to negotiate on the town's behalf, to state on that one.
Oh, jeez.
Good try.
That's all I have.
All right, that's good. I think we're pretty well done with that. I do want to ask if you had found anything out about the water bonds. Did he ever get back with you guys? Do you know?
We had a meeting with them, but we
Okay.
have some more questions we have to.
Got it? And did you ever find out anything about the lit money?
No, but I see, yes, on the IC code, yeah.
Got it, okay. We did kind of see your last meetings, so we kind of know, like, we watch online just like everybody else
No.
does. And so we are working to fix some problems that we have between us with water, just so you know. We're looking into what we can and cannot do all over again, basically. So I just wanted you to be aware of that. I wanted to wait to talk to you about it when you guys came instead of sending an email, so, yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
will say it does raise the question on the 6-inch meter coming in to the fire department. That's it should be charged at bulk rate versus residential rates, and we're getting charged the residential rates. So I
There
did
was-
send an email to Cindy on this last bill, because pretty much what we're trying to tell the firemen is you go out on the call, if you have an active fire, pull closest hydrant, but then come back and fill, because those are metered.
Got it.
Can help alleviate a little bit of that.
And I think she's aware.
Right.
We've all had discussions, so, yeah. Thanks.
Mhm.
We'll get it figured out.
Working on it.
Yeah. Anybody else have anything new they wanna talk about
I will say, we do have our food
this weekend, right?
this weekend, 11 to 2. Anyone that wants to help, come over. It's a fun event.
I'll see what I can do, we got a double header for baseball at the
Come on.
park, and I'm,
Get your priorities straight, would you?
I'm cooking for it, so.
I gotta tell you, this community, again, living here all your life, right? And you see, and it's like, come on, we all gotta pull the rope the same direction here, right?
Well, and I don't think that's a whole long story to get into.
I know.
But I mean, we're trying a lot.
I know.
I mean, I think it's getting better.
I think
than
the
it-
communication is what was missing a lot of it.
Yes, I think it's getting better.
Listening, right?
I think it's getting better.
I will say, the water issue has been going on. I mean, I found the
Right.
letter from 1996. This is
Right.
not just,
Well, no, it has been. It's
been an issue.
It's been a thing. We just wanna make sure that we get it fixed and it's in writing, that it's ordinance, and then it stays. So that everybody's on the same page.
The fire department was an issue back before it was a territory, because you
Oh,
had the
yeah.
town guys on one truck, you had the townships on the other. So it's nothing that just happened in the last 3 years.
Oh,
It's-
Dan had that signed last time.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Oh my God, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It's always been that way.
You had that picture, you said that in 1940.
Oh, I gotta go back. Yeah, I go, what did that sign say? I don't know.
Something like they quit or something. It was like.
It was like
the town-
1940s, 1950s.
It was like the
he said.
50s, I think.
Yeah.
It was like 57 or something.
Yeah. And like, as far as my personal belief is, I believe both of us should work together.
Mhm.
But it goes both ways. We all go together and we're trying. Kelly and I seem to get along okay. We seem to be able to talk about things, right?
Yeah.
And openly without any type of, so it's okay. It's getting past whatever created that and getting past and just moving forward. So that's my mentality about it, is just keep on moving
Yeah, that's good.
and figure out how to fix what we can fix. But,
I think
and you know,
one
for
thing
us, you know, community wise, we're bringing back community events to try to get community back into our, you know, our area, because we lost it for a very, very long time. So the things that we create, like art in the park every Saturday, bringing kids in, bringing families in, our fall festival every year, bringing back the parade to coincide with all the stuff that Newton's doing, you know what I mean, stuff like that. So we're trying to do a lot of that on things, you know. You and I should probably talk sometime about whether firemen could help during some of those things too at some point, eventually, once we get, you know, but, cause that would be helpful, especially 4th of July, even though I know people are out having a good time on the 4th, but I know back in the old days, it was always the firemen were helping out a lot, firemen, Legion, all of those kinds of things, so. I think we have less and less, like within those pieces, like Lions are getting older. Legion people are like, nope, I'm not doing it, we're doing our own thing and stuff like that. So it's,
Where do you bring in, April, where do you bring in the younger generation? How do you get the younger people involved?
well, these are some of the things that I think that those clubs really need to do outreach.
Mhm.
I know like Mishawaka, the Lions Club goes out and does junior Lions. They have kids from school during the school day or in the evening at their meetings. They come in and they have their dinners with them and they explain to them and they show them about working in the community, about how to give back to their community. I feel like all of those other style clubs, whether you're talking Masonic Temple, the Legion, other people have VFWs, we don't have, but I think that's kind of what they're doing. They're drawing in the young in other ways to get them interested. And I think, you know, it's just like anything else. Look what we've seen with 4-H. It's been a very difficult road.
Works all the time.
It kills me. I was a big 4-H kid, so there's
That's
like
everything. Everybody's attention span is so short now. You know,
Yeah.
we go to, 4 weeks ago, President NASCAR calls me, says, Irish, what can we do to get this younger generation involved in racing? Because right now, all of our fans are getting old, they're dying off, and we have nobody to replace them. My question was to him, when was the last time you took your suits off, got out of your suites, and sat in the grandstands and listened to what's going on?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? They just did it at Martinsville 2 weeks ago. So but again, attention span, younger generation, how do we get them involved to make them want
But
to?
they're not interested. that's
There's a
the problem.
whole
That's
book
no
that you can
interest.
read about the 3rd place, because we all used to have that special place or special club that we were really, really involved in, or multiples. Some of us had multiples, right? So the loss of your community stuff, like all your bowling leagues, all your adult ball leagues, all of those things that drew people into. Losing JC's no longer is a thing, you know, people are, those were their special things that they always did. This time of week, this is where I was.
Right.
And it created friendships, bonds, community, all that kind of stuff. These kids have a whole different, it's just not there like that. Culturally, it has become, I don't know the answer.
No.
And it's hard for like, I know Kelly and I are like the same age group. It's hard to see because we saw both. We kind of were like in the middle of all of that. And it's been an eye opener as to how it's affecting our communities. So, but we gotta keep going.
I mean, I think that's too, when we look at the fire department, we look at just the active, what we call them on calls now, they're not volunteers.
Right.
But of the 5 that we have active, there's no generationals down from them, you know, so you look at, you know, you had Dan Cassad, then you had Jason, but
Yeah,
Blake didn't, you know,
right.
and it's just that generation, they just, and there's a lot of training involved, you
Right.
know.
But that is true. The fireman was just, it was tradition in their families.
Mhm.
Everybody just went through. Same thing with 4-H, I think, a lot of 4-H.
Mhm.
I don't know.
4-H is expensive.
It
So, I mean, I will say
is. I
that's-
do
and that's a-
I
It
love
can
4-H.
be.
I love spending that week at the fair.
I mean, that was
my
my
kids
favorite.
were involved in it, I was
Just to
involved
raise
in
a
it.
steer.
Oh,
Ask her how much.
Yeah, then you
it
start talking animals, you're talking
you might
about.
can actually vacation now.
Yeah.
You don't have cattle.
Yeah, really.
costs. Thousands of dollars.
It's a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. You know, I don't know, we're trying on the community side. And I talked to Kelly before about how I feel like we are not purposefully trying to harm in any way. That's not our mindset, with the fire department stuff. So, I mean, if that was the case, I wouldn't have given $500,000 of a grant to them to help do all the stuff they needed to do, because it needed a lot back then, you know? So it's much better off now, thank God. More room.
Yeah.
You know? But, so it's just slow. The problem is with small towns is it's slow. The amount of people and the amount of money, it's a slow. So everything seems like it takes forever to do. That's what I've come, I'm in my 10th year this year. I think it's 10 years.
The
So-
other thing about Lakeville, there's, about half the houses are rentals.
Well, yeah, the rental, I really do truly,
Rental people aren't
it's
really
kind of been-
too
They're not
interested
They're
in-
not
yeah,
vested in it.
it's very odd.
Right.
I mean, even when we were growing up, people who rented were a part of things. Now I feel like the younger ones are not doing that. They're just, I don't know. And, I don't know,
I will say,
the world is
as I
different.
deal with it from the assistant side of it, it's amazing how many people are being put down here by the housing assistants.
Mhm.
And I've dealt with 3 people just this year, and they're like, this is the only housing we have available, but they have no transportation. They're stuck there. I mean, they're like, well, we go grocery shopping at Dollar General.
Yeah,
It's
like,
okay, and I think South Bend probably needs to be a little bit better with placing people
yeah.
and realizing we're not on a bus line
Well,
here
also
and
kind
we're
of feeling
small,
like that kind of shows the housing shortage, what actually is happening.
right?
Because it used to be in the day, we literally had a bus line that ran here.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It was.
and then you could go back and forth between South Bend and here, and now that those things are all gone for the last like 40 years, 30 some years. I mean, what do these people do? It's not like we're in Bremen where there's self-contained, where you can walk to the grocery store, or you can walk, there's doctors, there's, all that stuff, so. There's a lot to do. My main goal is to hopefully get that stupid building in downtown, empty building, fixed, because I can't look at that boarded up. That
It's an
looks
eyesore.
so bad.
Yeah.
I've had so many people come to me, like, what is up with that building? Why is that building not fixed? Why is it not fixed? Why is it not fixed? So maybe we just send him a letter saying, hey, we noticed you have not fixed that. We really are encouraging you to fix that.
Is there an ordinance
Is it
for
just an aesthetic problem, or could there be safety issues?
Well, there is
I
some
think
glass
it's-
that's broke that you can stick your finger in.
Yeah, it's an eyesore. It's gonna fall. The canopy's gonna
It
fall off.
looks
before long.
really bad. Canopy looks like it's falling.
I mean, that was the last time I walked
If
there.
something's gonna like fall on people walking by, that might be the time to get the building department
I think
involved.
it's, maybe we just, it's a start.
Mhm.
I don't wanna put it off, at least with it starting to get nice out again, maybe it'll get him in there and do something.
I think the
Yeah, he
building
has
next
all-
to it.
And maybe we give him a letter like every so often, like, we're not forgetting, you know what I
You
mean?
can send a
Like,
letter all you want, but you gotta.
Right.
I
Or
understand.
some- or You gotta
Some
say,
kind of
we're gonna
leverage.
start charging you money,
Yeah, I understand that.
Just like
Well, that's why I
people-
said, why can't we find
like
him?
people used to be if they didn't mow their yard after we mowed the yard for them for $75.
Well, yeah, why can't we?
Unfortunately, that requires a different kind of ordinance that,
Can we change our ordinances?
let me put it this way, I've proposed various versions of property maintenance codes to the town council whenever something like this comes up, and every time they look at it and they say, no, we can't do that.
Sure,
So can we
sign it or-
change an ordinance?
Yeah.
We can change,
I know we can change your What I'm ordinance, saying is,
Well,
I
yeah,
have
there's-
looked into it multiple times, is do we want to change our ordinance in that?
Because there's other things,
Yes.
what happens is
Yes.
there's other things that are in there that may actually harm business owners.
can there be something made just for the town center, if you own a business in the town center? How specific can it get? There's gotta be some kind of leverage you can do, it's been going on 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, it's 2 years.
And,
If you
you
can't
know,
force them, to do something, then there's no sense sending a letter.
Right.
That's what I was saying, if there's safety issues, bring in the building department.
I mean, the ceiling inside, you could tell was falling down because it used to be propped up with a 2x4. And I don't know if he's built a wall in there now to fix that, but, you
Yeah, I
know.
saw, yeah. I'll talk to you more about it.
I will say too, I mean, there's been conversations of, and I know Chief and Travis are gonna sit down with you, because they wanna start just doing like pre-planning. It's nothing to do with inspections, it's just getting inside the buildings to see exits
Which,
and
yeah,
what's in, and what's
I
in.
agree.
Because,
yeah, because the fire marshal has that authority.
Fire marshal has that authority.
I absolutely agree.
yeah, and it's not to go in and be like, oh, you don't have this or you don't have that, it's just basically like, can we just get in here, can we see what we have? Because if it's just an empty storage building, we're not sending firemen in,
Yeah,
you know.
okay. All right. Has anybody got anything else?
I have a question. I have a guy with Lou Gehrig's disease that just wants to do his water bill online. He said, how can I do that? I don't want to do it. I don't want to, you know.
That is one of the things that I've had on my list of things.
Right.
We have
Yes.
been looking into
And
that.
I told him, I will bring it up.
Is to change to a digital model so that you can actually pay your stuff online. It'd be a lot easier. Most people do it every day of their lives. They pay their bills online.
Cindy and I have looked into it, but right now it's more costly to the customer than it is.
Right, and I don't want to find me be out of the door place where we pay them.
So are you
No.
saying like, yes, they're gonna charge them $5 for using the
Yeah.
service?
Yes, it can be.
But we do that all the time on other bills. If somebody doesn't want to use the digital bill, they don't have to. But the option is there if they want to. Because lots of us use certain billing services that they're like, we're gonna charge you $3.95 or $4 or something to do it. I don't think that matters, truthfully, because they're gonna decide whether they wanna use it or not. That doesn't mean they still can't drop off cash or a check done.
Well, he's telling me I
It just
can't.
means it's another option.
He says I have to find somebody to come over and like take me over there and blah,
Right.
blah, blah. So
Right.
I said, I'll say it. Are we looking into it? Are
We
we
have been.
planning on, are we going to do, I mean,
It is something
I don't-
that actually is a positive to me, because I think there's a lot of people that would actually pay their water bills on time if it was online.
I thought Cindy said she was gonna check with the PAS, because the PAS had.
Yes.
Yeah.
Roger said that they do.
So, and truthfully, I get what you're saying about the fees, but that is an option.
But that's
That's
why she
optional
wants to
to
talk to
Yeah,
Jen to see how they do it, see how to set it up.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if somebody chooses not to use it, they don't use it. They pay it just like they do now. Not a big deal.
My sister that lives in Oregon has tried to pay her bill
Yeah,
for here in Lakeville
yeah.
and mailed it in plenty of time for it to get here and it didn't. So that cost her an extra $10
right.
because it was late.
I think it's important to modernize our thought process too, because I think it's helpful for others.
Oh, it never showed up.
Like in the big picture. I pay all my bills online. I hardly ever, like I literally, even me, I'm like, I gotta go drop off that water bill. You know what I mean? I'm carrying it around in my purse, and stuff like that. And yeah. And I've been talking about that on and off for a few years, because I'm like, I don't know, I think we should figure it out.
Yeah, because I emailed Jen about it and she kind of explained it, but Cindy wants to go over there and kind of look at how
It works.
it works when somebody goes to do it.
And how it gets to us, like how
Yes.
everything works.
Yes.
Somebody's calling my phone, I will ignore it for now.
Well, is it?
My daughter's
is
going
it
on my
Nipso
phone,
or
so
not? They even
that's
have a
fine.
call-in
She wants
service.
food.
Oh, yeah, where you could call and pay online, like on the phone.
And you wouldn't
Is there
even
something you can
answer
do
the phone.
that isn't gonna charge you
It's,
$5
Well, I
every
know
time you do
NIPSCO
that?
doesn't charge
Yeah.
us and there's no fee or I wouldn't do it online.
the smaller places like this, we would have a handling fee of some sort.
Yeah.
To help pay for basically the service, is how that works.
There's something like Zelle where you can,
Yeah,
instead of pay.
See, we have to go through a PayGov or like GovPay because we're
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only certain payment
Yeah.
processing that we're allowed to
because we are not a private business, because we're
Right.
municipal, we have to use a specific type of payment.
That would be
I'll ask
nice,
Cindy
but-
when she
Yeah, it
comes
would be.
back. I'll talk to Cindy when she comes back from vacation.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, well then that's it. What time is it?
6:50.
6:50, we're ending the meeting. Next meeting right now is on 4/16. Of course, we will look at it again and see if there's anything that we really need to meet about because it's just a work session. So it's not an actual town meeting, quote unquote. So we'll let you know if anything changes later in the month. Okay? All right, nice to meet you.
Yeah.